the Buzzwordathon. I'm sure there are probably other videos you could be watching to tell you what books that have the word dream in it, but you chose this one, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to try to do my best to show you a generous helping of books with the word dream in it. Now, these are only books that I have either read or are on my TBR. I am not completely versed in books with the word dream, and I didn't want to cheat you out of an experience by just Googling books with dream in the title. You can just look around and try to find one that fits you best. I'm going to go through all of the options that I have, starting with the books that I do not have physical copies of, and then ending on the book that I'm thinking I will read for the Buzzwordathon for January. The Buzzwordathon works a little bit differently this year. It's going to be through the 1st and the 7th of pretty much every month, and it either has a buzzword or a buzz theme. So, like, I think one of the themes is space, and it would be space-themed word like galaxy, universe, stars, stuff like that. So January's is dream. So you're looking for books with dream in the title. The first book that I have, I do not actually own, but I read recently, is In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado. That book is good. It is a memoir. It has got a lot of verse in it. It goes really fast from audiobook, just as an FYI. But it's really hard to get through sometimes because it talks about her abusive relationship in a same-sex relationship. It's a story that doesn't often get told, and I think she did it in a beautiful and kind of heartbreaking way, but it does have a happy ending, and I think that's what's important. But if you're looking for something that's more on the memoir side or more of the nonfiction side of things, that's a really good one to pick up. The next book is the second book in a series. It is Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. It's the second in the Diviner series. It's probably the best book in the series, but I only say that because I haven't finished it. The third book is also good, but I think Layer of Dreams does the best to have well-rounded characters and also a really scary villain. So Layer of Dreams is about our team of superhero, like super-powered teenagers in the 1920s. Battling a force that kills you in your sleep. And that's all I'm going to tell you because you need to read Diviners first. I mean, you really just should. But Layer of Dreams made me cry. It was heartbreaking at the end, but it was very beautiful, like pretty much all of the Diviners books are. So that would be a really good choice. So those are the two that I don't have physical copies of, but have read and are pretty good. And now let's look at the ones that I do have physical copies of. The first is A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. It's a tale of miscommunication and mistaken identities and fairies and magic, and it will take you probably 5 minutes to read. It is very funny. It does work better when you can hear it and see it performed because that's just the nature of Shakespeare's plays. They were meant to be seen on a stage, but he does have some beautiful writing too. And some of your favorite quotes are in this, like, though she be but little, she is fierce. And oh, what fools these mortals be. So check this out. It's a classic, and it will be very, very quick. The next, and don't let the cover fool you, is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? See? It's right there. It does say it. Better known as Blade Runner, the movie version. But this is about androids and humanity and what makes us human. Is it empathy? Is empathy real? This is a very interesting book. It will make your brain hurt. But I did enjoy it. But it has the word dream in it, so it counts. In an effort of full disclosure, I have not read the next two books, but they have the word dream in it, so I'm including them in here. It is Dreamcatcher by Stephen King, which I know very little about, except that it takes place in Derry, Maine again, and it is about a group of boys who grow up and come back together and do something with dreams. Go to Goodreads. I don't know. The next one is Nightmares and Dreamscapes by Stephen King, and I think this is a collection of short stories. It's a very large collection of short stories. The last one is the one that I'm planning to read for this week. I'm only planning to read one because if I plan to read one, I will probably not fail. So if I read another one, it's okay. And that is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles, and this just came out back in 2020. This is the Alcrate, like, naked hardcover edition. And I'm looking forward to reading this. I've heard good things, but not enough that, like, I know what it's about, and I'm really excited to get into it. So those were a few options that you could pick if you wanted to do the Buzzwordathon for January. I'm hoping that I can put out videos for this every month, but it is going to get really hard with doing teaching, and other people are going to help you out. I know that there is a Goodreads group that has a lot of suggestions, and that would be a great place to go if you're kind of stuck on what to read. I will hopefully tune in at the end of this week and let you know what I thought about Where Dreams Descend. But until then, enjoy the Buzzwordathon.